Assalamu alaikum students, how are you all? So today we are going to start our new lecture series, that is on the data analysis, and we will be using softwares. And the first software which we are going to use is SPSS. So today it's our session related to SPSS orientation and data entry. So this is what are your remaining lectures. Today we will cover SPSS orientation and data entry, then we will be doing next lecture on missing data and its treatment, then aberrant values and its treatment, outliers and its treatment. This will be only data clearance. These three lectures will cover data clearance. Once data is cleared, then we will go towards the data analysis. So first we will go with the descriptive statistics analysis, then factor analysis. We will cover two lectures in factor analysis. This is a statistical technique for data reduction. Then we will have a lecture on reliability, then on validity. Already we have covered theoretical perspective. Now we will be checking the reliability and validity practically. Then we will have taste of correlation, and then 3 lectures on regression. So that would be all. Your 48 lectures will be covered. So as far as SPSS is concerned, I will give you link through OneDrive. You need to download that software. When you will download that software, IBM SPSS like this software will be, and these two folders will be available. EQS, you will not do anything, rather you will go to the setup, and within setup this is what IBM statistics. You will double click here, start it, and you will press next, and then as you install the games, so you will be installing games as you are installing games. So same is the procedure. You will press next, okay, like that. Once software is installed, you will not open it. Okay, you will copy this EQS file, this one, upper one or both one, you can copy both or this one only. So you will copy this file. You will go to the C drive. When you have installed the software, you will not open it. Once again I am saying, okay, you need to process this. Copy that EQS file, go to program files. You will have two program files, program file simple and program files into x86. So you will go into the program files. Within this you will find folder IBM. Within IBM you will find I have two IBM products. IBM is a company, and I have AMOS software and statistics. So you will have only one folder, statistics. You will enter, this is a 20 version. Then in this area, in this blank area, you will right click, and after right click you will paste this. So it will say you replace the destination. You will say okay, replace the destination. You will replace the destination and press the continue button. So you press the continue button and it is here. So your software will be installed, and you will open it here like this. It will be in your given menu. So as you can see here, SPSS is coming. I'll press enter button, and software will be open. So once you are done with the setup, it's a bit heavy software, so let's wait till it opens. Once software is open, we will go towards the orientation line. Okay, you can see it is being open. So let's wait till the software open. Yes, here it is. Software is now ready to use. You can use the software. So this screen shows you if you want to import any file. You can enter your data into the SPSS directly, and apart from that you can import data, and also you can export SPSS data to other formats like Excel. You can import data from Excel. So I am not going to use this in your initial stage, rather I am going to cancel it. So for orientation, you can see SPSS is two windows. One window is this one. This is said to be as the data window. Then you will see another window. You can see untitled. Untitled is what still I have not saved it, but untitled, yeah, or you will save it. So it will be on your name, but it is said to be as this window is said to be as the data sheet or data window. This is output window. The commands you will be processing or the result will be coming on this one window. So till now, for your orientation, there are two windows. One is data inputted and output data window. So within data window, you have two tabs. As you have in Excel sheet 1 and 2, you have two sheets. This is a data view and this is a variable view. Variable view is what the questionnaire which you have designed, you can input here. You can input here your as it is questionnaire which you have developed your questionnaire. Like let's say suppose you gave first name, I entered, then the rest of this. So name is not numeric. Name is you need to select a string, and how many characters can come. Let's suppose I am saying 100 characters. A character matlab A, B, C, what you say. 100 characters will be allowed. And this is what Meyer. Which Meyer is this? Name is nominal. I have taught you scales: nominal, ordinal, interval, ratio. So which scale is this? This is a name is a nominal. Then I am saying gender, and it is a numeric. I will consider it. It has width, decimal. I don't like to have decimals. Label you can write here, label variable name, but usually I don't suggest to write label. It is of no use when you are going to have analysis. It will be confusing for you. You will be seeing variable name and label, both things, so that might confuse you. So you will select this is a ordinal scale. So you can say also you can say it is also a nominal, and ordinal it may be, you can say it also nominal, male, female. Okay, then is what let's suppose age. Age can be a scale, continuous. If you are giving age year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so it can be a scale. If you are giving categories like from 18 years to 25 years, 26 years to 31, and 32 to above, so that may be categorical. If you have created groups, you will select it ordinal. Okay, then we are going to give another variable, that is what? That is education. These all are demographic variables, so I am going to make the decimals on 0. Then let's say suppose you have a scale, you have a questionnaire. So if you have a questionnaire, then you must have created the in my previous lectures, if you remember, when I taught you how to construct a questionnaire, so I taught you the coding. Let's say suppose I have 5 questions of customer loyalty, CL. Let's say suppose I am saying customer loyalty, customer C from customer loyalty 1, question number 1, you need to CL2. You can write complete question here in the level, but I would recommend not to write. Okay, CL3, this is enough. I am not going to. Customer satisfaction, CS1, CS2, CS3, let's suppose CS4. So these are what Likert scale questionnaires, questions, your items of your constructs. So once you are done with this, the other things will remain constant. Just make the decimals on 0, because you are not going to have if you are going to have secondary type of analysis, then you must have decimals. If there is a requirement of ratio, yet we are not dealing with the ratio, we have Likert scale. Let's say suppose we have 1 to 5, so we don't have 2.3 to 4.5, so that's why I don't need let's say suppose this is what when you select it, then you can press the down arrow. I am pressing down arrow. The rest are Likert scale. So let's say suppose I have not saved this file. I am going to save this file with the name of let's say suppose on desktop test online class. Okay, I have saved this file. So once I have created this kind of questionnaire within variable view, then I can input my data. So if I'll go to the data view, here you can put the data. Here in variable view you will only create your questionnaire. In variable view you will be able to enter your data. So if you have any question, let's say suppose you have filled your questionnaire. So what you will do, let's say suppose the first name was Rafiq and one for the gen. Okay, another thing that was left, the categories which you have already selected, that can be in values here. One for male, let's say suppose, and 2 for female, and you will press OK. Here is the age. Let's say suppose I am saying 16. One for 16 years to 22 years. 2 is what? 23 years to 20. The range should be same, but I am not. This is a test class, so that's why I am not. I am just telling you the range should be same, but I am not going to consider this range. Let's suppose I am saying 30 years. Okay, then 3 should be 31 and above. So this is what you are creating. The categories are you are giving it. You are saying 1 for inter, 2 for bachelor, 3 for masters. Okay, and then this is what Likert scale. 1 is strongly disagree, 2 is disagree, 3 is neutral, 4 is agree, and 5 is strongly agree. 5 is strongly agree. So like this, one I have created. Now I'll select. Look, if it is not yellow like this, if I am going to click here, it is not yellow, but if I am going to click here and then pressing up arrow key, then it is selected. Then I'll copy Control C, then down arrow, then shift, then down arrow, and we will select all, then we will paste. I pasted, only created one, and I copied paste the same range of scale which I was supposed to have for the rest of scales. So I have created this questionnaire, complete questionnaire. Now I need to enter the data. So one, let's suppose it was Rafiq, 1 for, I hope so this was 1 for male. Yes, it is 1 for male. And let's suppose this is second, age I am saying 31 and plus, education 3, and this is what I am filling it rough. Let's suppose 4, 5, 4, and this is also 5, 5, 4, 4. So this was response of Rafiq. Let's suppose there is another person, Faisal, and he's also male, 2, and he's, let's suppose he's not type of satisfied customer and loyal customer. So let's suppose, then this is questionnaire number 1, questionnaire number 2. Another thing, very important thing, I missed it. You need to create first variable, that should be ID. ID is what your questionnaire number. So here is what questionnaire number 1, questionnaire number 2. Okay, that's why I was saying you to remove the decimals. Look here, decimals are not coming from 0.00, so it makes you a bit confused. So that's why I removed it. Now it is clear, 1, 2, then you will be getting 3, 4. So okay, so this is what 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you will be entering your questionnaires like this. So this was a lecture all about orientation of SPSS software and how to enter data into the software. In next lectures we will be importing the file from Excel, and we will be covering one by one lecture, like first will be on missing values, and then rest of the lectures which I have already discussed. Okay, thank you for now. Allah Hafiz.